According to the National Sleep Foundation, 85% of mammals sleep in polyphasic cycles, meaning that they sleep in different portions throughout the day. Humans, on the other hand, sleep in a monophasic cycle, meaning that they sleep one time throughout the day, usually at night. This fact is what made me interested in why humans sleep in a monophasic cycle. To my knowledge, you are all high school students who spend your nights sleeping. Understandably, some of you may take naps during the day, but you still fall under the monophasic sleep cycle if you are consistently sleeping for 7 or more hours a night every night, even though you are technically sleeping 2 times in a 24-hour period with the nap. So today, I will provide information about how much time we actually spend sleeping, the different types of sleep cycles there are, and the benefits that can be gained by changing up your sleep cycle. We all know that sleeping for 8 hours is what is healthy, but let's take a closer look at what that means in terms of time. According to helpguide.org, on an article about sleep needs, 14 to 17-year-olds need 8 to 10 hours of sleep, while 18 to 25-year-olds need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Assuming that we all sleep for 8 hours a day means that we are sleeping for 1/3 of our 24-hour day. So consistently sleeping for 8 hours a day means that we will end up sleeping for 1/3 of our life. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the average life expectancy in the United States is 78.69 years. So, doing simple math, if you are sleeping for 8 hours a night every night, you'll end up sleeping for 26.23 years at the end of your life. Due to our daily life schedules, it does make sense for us to sleep for 8 hours a night. It gives us the rest we need, and it works well with our school schedule. But if you think about it, 8 hours is a long time. To put it into perspective, sleeping for 8 hours is like sleeping throughout the entire school day and then an extra hour afterward. So now that we know a little bit about how much time we spend asleep, let's look at the different types of sleep cycles there are. Before research, I knew a little bit about different sleep cycles, but it wasn't until I actually dug into it where I learned something. According to the Sleep Matters Club, there are 5 common sleep cycles that people use. The first cycle is the monophasic cycle. This is a cycle that we all know and we are all familiar with. It consists of sleeping throughout the night for 7 to 9 hours. The next cycle is the Uberman cycle. This cycle consists of sleeping or taking 6 to 8 naps throughout the day, each nap lasting about 20 minutes. Now, because we go to school, this cycle probably isn't recommended for us as students. The next cycle is the Dymaxion cycle. This cycle consists of 4 naps throughout the day, each one lasting 30 minutes. This cycle is also the most difficult to get used to. Now, even though we would be awake for 6 hours at a time, we still wouldn't have enough time to go to school, as school lasts 7 hours. The next cycle is the Everyman cycle. This cycle consists of sleeping for 3.5 hours at night and taking 3 naps throughout the day, each one lasting about 20 minutes long. We could use this cycle as we would, be awake for long enough, but the naps would have to be at inconvenient times as we do have to go to school. So we would have to take our naps close together. The next cycle is the biphasic cycle. This cycle consists of sleeping 1 time at night for 5 to 6 hours and taking 1 nap during the day that lasts anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. As students, this cycle would be most convenient for us as we would maximize our time awake spent during the day, and it would give us the necessary rest that we need. Also, using this cycle would give us an energy boost on tiring or sleep-deprived days. The nap would also improve memory and cognitive functions, and if done regularly, it can improve cardiovascular health and reduce stress. Now that you know a little bit about the different sleep cycles, let's look at what can be gained by changing to a different sleep cycle. There are many potential benefits to switching to the biphasic cycle rather than sticking with the monophasic cycle. The biphasic cycle gives you more time of being awake, which gives you more time to do things that you want to do. Many of you also may feel tired using the monophasic cycle, so if you switch to the biphasic cycle, the nap would give you energy throughout the day. Napping also improves cardiovascular health and reduces stress, like I just said. Shorter sleep during the night will also give you extra time to do what you want during the day, whether that's do homework, watch Netflix, spend time with your family or friends, or maybe even work out. Waking up earlier will also give you a head start on your day. The monophasic cycle is good, but it's not good enough. Sleeping for 8 hours straight doesn't always maximize efficiency, and you are also spending more time asleep than you actually need to. Changing up your sleep cycle can be very simple and easy to do, and it can also provide many benefits as well. Today, I have provided information about how much time we actually spend asleep, different sleep cycles that there are, and the benefits to changing to a different sleep cycle. If you ever feel like your day is getting stale and you're reliving the same thing day after day, you may want to switch some things up. We work better when we don't feel any stress and when we are completely awake. The only way to change your life is to do it yourself. And please keep in mind that switching to the biphasic cycle will provide many benefits to your life in many different ways. Thank you.